Are you paying for parking?
Yes.
Why aren't you doing it on an app? It's not 2006.
I haven't got the app. Piss off. I'm old school. I don't know what it said now.
Why haven't you got the app? We're going to be here for 20 minutes. Oh, God. Get the app.
I'll get the app.
Get the app.
I'll get the app, you dick.
Good.
Pissing out.
My God.
I hate
2025.
I know.
I hate apps. You'd rather make a 15-minute phone call to an automated...
I've already got the app.
Oh, my God.
I just found it on my phone.
Oh.
Isn't that good? I didn't even know I had it. Log in.
Oh, I don't know my password.
Oh, I hope it remembers me. Oh, you dick.
Oh, how do you survive in the modern world?
I like old school. I like talking to people.
Oh, I don't. What's wrong with you?
This is the problem. Why do you think they've done all this stuff? They've done all this stuff to make you either forget or run overtime so you get parking tickets or you get speed. Everything technology now is to slow your shit down.
Really, it's funny because I've got the app and it just reminds me.
Oh, dick. I've lost my password now. I bet that's wrong. Oh. Save password. Save password. Oh. What do I do now? What do I do?
I remember my granddad buying a VHS player and me having to show him how to use it. And it feels a lot like that.
No, do you know what technology? It drives me insane. And do you know what? Every time you join anything, you get battered by emails. Do you want this? Do you want that? Are you sure you don't want that? I don't want any of it.
That doesn't
leave me alone.
But you just have to unsubscribe. When you've got like 10 minutes to yourself, do you not just unsubscribe from everything?
Dismiss. Right. Can you stop talking to me? I'm trying to concentrate. Enable location. No, what have I done now? Oh, it's gone off. Ralf, you dick. Oh, sorry, I've got to pay for this parking. I'm going to get a ticket.
Pass it over to me, please. Let me do it. This is painful.
Piss off. I've lost the... Oh, right. Right. What do I do now? Oh, search town. Okay. Right. I've got to go into it. I've took a picture of the machine, so I've got to go in and find
the code on the machine.
Yep.
Oh, God.
What? It takes a long time. I hate all this stuff. Oh, have I got it right? Is that right? That doesn't look right. I've never seen that before in my life. Okay. Sandringham Court? Oh, my car's not there. Pissing now. Let me have a go. Sorry, Ralf. I can't work it out. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Right, I'm coming over.
Is that the code there?
Yes!
Right.
Type in the code, put your credit card details in, they'll then be in the app, and every time you need to do this, you'll just be able to do it in 2 seconds.
Right, that's that. Next.
Yep, fucking Neanderthal.
No, I've got to put my new car in now! Next. Oh, no, I've got the wrong car. Add vehicle. Right. Oh, I can't remember my reg.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, I can't remember my reg.
Well, you weren't going to be able to do it over the phone then anyway.
Is that right? Is it 24, 74? I don't play scene bollocks. I'll get the keys.
74. If it's a 24 plate, it's a 74. Oh, my God. This is honestly... My 80-year-old mother's better at this shit than you. And she talks in numbers! What are you doing? Get back in here. We're in the middle of a podcast. What's he doing? Oi! What are you doing?
Done it. Successful, it says. Payment successful.
Well done.
If I get a ticket now, I guarantee I'll get a ticket. Dickheads.
Well, you might do because you're already late to do it.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, bollocks, let's get on with this pod.
Anyway, welcome to 2 Pints with Working. I'm absolutely exhausted.
That wasn't the start of the pod. You don't be recording
was the start of the pod.
What, me trying to book my car in?
Yes.
What a loaded shit.
Yeah,
That's
correct.
me with technology.
But that's the amount of time we've got. This is what's just happened.
What a pain in the ass.
Welcome to 2 Pints with Will and Ralph, episode 9.
9, yeah.
God, it feels like
Technology.
95.
I can't stand technology. I can't. The worst thing about everything is now with technology is, A, I can't talk. I like talking to people, but B, everything's automated. You can't talk. You try and order anything. You try and book anything. You try and park your car. Yeah, I've got some coins here. Oh, you can't use coins. You can't use
Who wants
coins.
to use coins? It's so much better. Who wants to have to do that thing you used to do where you'd park up?
But
and
it's an
you'd go-
option.
Then you'd go, oh, I haven't got any coins.
It's an
now I've got
option.
to go to a shop. I've got to go to the cash point, get some cash out, go to a shop, get some change,
It's an option,
go back to the.
Ralph.
Do you know
I'm
what's
saying,
an option?
If I haven't got a cash, I can pay with my card. Now, can you pay with? No.
Yes,
you got
you
to
can.
download the app.
Well, download the app. It's
What
not
a
that big
load
a
of
deal.
shit. I've got to download the app. I'm
Also, you don't like talking to people that much.
I do.
I've been.
You don't?
No, hold on. I was sat next to you in a cab the other day when we were doing all our press, one show and all that sort of stuff, and you were trying to sort out something like a Sky bill or a hotel bill or something. Oh my God, no! Theatre tickets. You were trying to sort out theatre tickets, and you were like, oh. I don't know. Oh, I don't even know how I'm supposed to pay. And I went, let me look at it. And you kept on going like this. Get off. Leave me alone. I was like, all right.
Because if I could talk to someone and say, hi, can I have the tickets? Can I have row F, seat 21 to 25? Yes, that's paid. I'll pay over the phone.
But then you
Done.
did talk to someone. You got on speakerphone.
Got it wrong,
and this is how you spoke to her. You went, all right, like, look.
Not.
Yeah, you did. You were so rude.
I was
Look,
not rude.
I'm just trying to pay for it. I'm just trying to pay for my seats, all right? I'm just trying to pay. All I'm trying to do is pay. And she's like, okay, sir.
I've
well,
sent you a payment code.
I've
But
sent-
I couldn't see it.
I've
It was
sent,
on the bottom
I've
of the
sent you a
email
payment code. I haven't got a payment code. I haven't got a payment. This went on for about 15 minutes, and I just leaned over and went, it's there. And you went, all right, yeah, here it is. Yeah, and it's there, right there on the screen. So
Yeah, technology gets on my nerves. I get stressed by it. Anyway, how's everyone doing? All right.
I'll tell you what stressed me. I wanted to show you this. I took
What?
this the other day.
What?
27th of January, I took this, and I've been forgetting to show it to you this whole time. But I was in the shop the other day, and like TV Times or What's on TV or Radio Times or whatever. Well, during Death in Paradise, obviously, I few covers every time there's a new series comes out, and when you do like little bits and pieces, sometimes you get on the cover. And I saw this, and I was like, I see Don Gillet's on the front of Radio Times for Death in Paradise because
right.
he's the new detective.
Right.
And then I thought, oh, how cool. And then I thought, oh, it was so close to being me and you in the same, next to each other in the same shot.
Where? Oh, there's me.
Yeah, in the magazine next door.
Do you know what makes me laugh about that?
What?
I'm not in Coronation Street at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
My character is being talked about in every episode. I'm threatening people left, right, and centre because I'm in prison.
Yeah.
But I'm not in it.
So you're not in it and you're on the front of What's on TV?
I'm on What's on TV because my people are kidnapping people and threatening people. People keep saying, leave him alone. I was like, I'm not in it because my character's in prison. So a lot of it's done over the phone or Harvey's threatening him or I'm not actually in it.
Also, why is your beard so dyed black?
No, that was when I first did it when I had a black beard. My beard's gone grey.
How long ago was that? It's 27 years ago.
4 years ago. I've had a lot of stress. No, when I started it was the end of COVID when I first started Coronation Street and I played Harvey and then I sort of did it for a special and then I went back to do a bit more prison stuff last year.
Captain Blackbeard over here.
I know. Listen, I'm having to do that at the moment. When I go out anywhere, I might have to put a little bit of darker on because I'm getting proper Johnny Greybeard.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, do you know the spray
So
that I
you
have for the
spray
back of
paint
my
the
head?
top of your head?
What I do now is I spray it on a bit of tissue and I just rub it a bit on my beard, a bit here. Otherwise, I get this loads of. I don't know where this grey's come from. What's going on? I think I might be turning into Santa. I think this Christmas, it might be that film. What was that film when he actually started turning into Santa?
Well, the Santa Claus.
That's me.
So you're basically
getting a bit greyer.
You're just getting like boot polish and rubbing it on your chin.
A little bit.
Wow.
Every now and then. Whatever makes me feel better.
Oh dear. Right. Well, welcome to episode. It's been a very professional start all round.
Oh, I didn't know it did that on the app. It's counting me down for my parking.
Yeah, it does that. Isn't it amazing
That's
modern
quite
technology?
clever, isn't it?
It's clever, isn't it? So that you don't run out.
Before we move on about technology, this pissed me off.
Oh yeah, go on.
I went to book into a hotel, right? And I'm on the phone for hours and hours and hours. And then the
What
ultimate...
noise was the phone making?
But you know... And
Was
then
the phone a small turkey?
And then an automated service comes on and goes, we're experiencing high level of calls right now. And I think, you lying bastards, it's an automated system. How do you know how many calls you've got coming in? And how do you know it's because you've recorded that message, right? No one answered the phone, right? I couldn't get through, couldn't bother the room. I went to the hotel, right? I'm stood in front of the person behind the desk and I went, hi, yeah, sorry, I'm not booked. I'm in a bit of a rush. I've just come in. Can I just book a room for the night, please? And went, the best way to do this is to go in online. I went, yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I've tried that. I've been online. There's problems. I can't get through on the phone. So she went, oh, I can't book you in.
Okay.
I can't
That's
book
annoying.
you in.
That is annoying.
You have to. I had to stand there in reception to go online to book into the hotel I was stood in reception of. Technology.
Yeah, that is annoying. Do you know what annoys me on that kind of in that vein is like you go to a website now for like a service. So if it's like your mobile phone provider or if you know O2 or Vodafone or Sky for TV or something like that, right? And you go, I just want to call them because what I want to ask is a bit complicated. Well, I've actually got this, but I don't know about this package or
need
that.
a conversation,
And you
yeah.
just want a conversation. And you go, okay, I know that normally I could pay my bill and whatever. I could do that on the website, but this is a conversation. And you go, can you find a phone number?
No chance.
It's so buried.
They don't want you to phone in.
No, they
They
don't want you
phone
to.
them.
And then they go, hi, I'm the chatbot. I'm the AI chatbot. And it's like,
fuck
and I
right
just
off.
keep typing in, get me a person, get me a person. And by the time I speak to someone, some poor fucker on the end of the line, they're like that, hello. And I'm like, hi,
I've been on this phone.
are you real?
Exactly.
And the other one that happens is, oh my God, it's making my blood boil even thinking about it. I might lose my temper even thinking about it. But this has happened so many times during my life. So you finally get a number. Ring, 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 ring. Hi, we're experiencing high volumes of calls. And then it's like, ding, 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 boop. And you listen to the same shit over and over again. You are now 17th in the queue. Like, but I need to do this. You are now 6 in the queue. Fucking an hour and a half. You are now first in the queue. You're like, okay, keep calm. Just like, don't be a dick to whoever it is.
I know what you're gonna say.
And then somebody goes, you know, like, hello, welcome to Vodafone. Boop, boop, boop. I'm cut off.
I know. They cut you off.
Oh my God. And it's like,
Sometimes they don't answer. They just cut you off. They
yeah.
go, bollocks. I don't want to
it's
answer
just
that.
a Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop. And it's like,
It's the worst. You got to start again.
ring again. You are 27th in the
know.
queue. And it's like,
It's a
you know
nightmare.
I was trying to call me back.
It's a nightmare.
I feel like I should just say, not that we're on the BBC and we need to be careful about this. I just said Vodafone as a name then.
Could be anything.
That's not me. Vodafone, please still sponsor us.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, I can't bear it.
I agree, mate. Technology is just getting on my nerves. And do you know what? Another thing, I've got a pet peeve here. And it happened to me on the tube today. And I understand there's different circumstances, and I understand there's a reason for some. But I think there's a lot now of lazy parenting, right, with technology.
Right.
And I think it's dumbing down children.
Right.
Is how many kids do you see in a buggy with a massive iPad stuck in front of them who are like 2, 3, able to talk?
Not enough, in my opinion.
No, mate, I'm sorry. It drives me insane. I see it at restaurants. And I understand your kid might have certain issues, whatever else. And that you know, I understand. I can't tie everyone with the same brush. What I'm saying is, don't be a lazy parent, right? If you're going to take your kids out to a restaurant, right, play games. We used to take our kids out and we'd say no phones at the table. When they were very young, when the waitress come over, I'd say, right, you know what you want, order, speak, learns them how to communicate. But also we'd play verbal games like Who Am I, which would be like 20 questions. So I'd come up with a person and then I'd go, who am I? And then I'd sort of give them clues.
Do a little song.
Yeah, we'd do a song. So you'd have to,
you did.
who am I? And they'd have to do it as well. And then they'd have to guess who am I? And then whoever guessed, then they'd come up with a character or person and we have to guess who they are. It was great fun, but it kept them communicating.
Yeah.
An iPad doesn't do that. And what annoys me is it's not necessary. And also, you try and take, it's like giving crack to a kid. You try and take that off them. Suddenly, they've got an addiction to it. We're creating robots. We're creating kids that are going to grow up with the addiction to screen time. Now, I understand. I struggle with not picking up my phone because emails, messages, WhatsApps, Instagrams, you know, and it's things like in our job as well, you need to be on it. But if you don't get back to someone quick, they're like, why don't you reply to a message within 10 minutes? So I'm trying to
Do you know what I find?
give myself time away from my
I want to come
phone.
back to this, but you've just made me think of, do you know what I find crazy about modern life, and it doesn't really affect our generation as well. It just certainly doesn't affect me and my group of friends or anything, but maybe your kids it does and whatever. But like people go, why don't you follow me on Instagram? And I'm like,
oh yeah.
what do you mean? It's like, well, we know each other. You don't follow me on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck has it got to do with you?
Does it matter?
Who gives a shit?
I don't get it.
I don't care.
I don't get it.
I don't care. If I honestly, can you imagine? I mean, me and you do, and we sort of repost our stuff and we talk about. But like,
But it's basically that's a bit of business as well,
Can you ever
isn't it?
imagine coming in, me and you as friends? Can you imagine coming in, going, Ralf, I need to talk to you. Why? What's up? You don't follow me on Instagram. It's like, why do you give a shit?
Here's an analogy. Someone said to me, was that right analogy? It's right, isn't it?
It depends what you're about to say.
Well, I think it works in that context, in this context. It's like someone back in the day coming to your house, coming to visit you in your house.
Analogy. I'm very yes, go on.
I'm good. I told you they come out every now and then. Yeah. It's like someone back in the day before phones, knocking on your door and going, you're not waiting to see him. They come out to visit you. Go, hi, you all right? Hi, you all right? Nice to see you. Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah. Have you got a book I can read? It's like the first thing they say is, "Oh, have you got your Wi-Fi code?" Yeah. It's like, "Oh, you've come to see me, but you want to be on your phone."
Yeah.
You know, it's people who are addicted to it. And what I'm trying to say to people out there is, please try and refrain from giving your kids technology too young, because they're just going to get addicted to it. And also, no wonder they're going to struggle with verbally talking to people, communicating, understanding what's going on around them. They're going to get anxious. They're going to get more insular. It really bothers me. If it's not necessary, don't do it.
Well.
Or have a time when you do it, and have a set time.
I want to caveat anything that I think here by going, I haven't got kids.
I've been through it, and it is tough. But
parenting
parenting's supposed to be tough.
It's
not supposed to be easy.
So it's easier for someone who doesn't have kids to have opinions, and I'm aware that some people go, yeah, well, it's easy for you to say. So I could easily go, yeah, no, you should really be engaged with your kids and not just give them screens or whatever.
Well, just try.
But I also understand that sometimes you're knackered, and it's just like, you know what? It's just easier just to keep them quiet for the next half hour to do whatever, and then we can spend some time together as a couple. We can engage with each other.
But there's ways.
However, yesterday I was at the Paradox Museum, and I took this photo.
What's that?
That's me at the Paradox Museum.
Oh, you're on the roof.
Yeah, I'm middle-aged Spider-Man. I'm Spider middle-aged man.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
That's quite cool, yeah.
So I was at the Paradox Museum, and I was sitting at a table and sort of like reading a thing, and there was a family there, and there was a girl, and maybe she was like 4 or something, and the parents were there. The dad was playing a little game with one of the girls who was older, and the little 4-year-old was having a proper tantrum, might even been younger than 4, screaming, and the mum was in this very difficult position of sort of trying not to pander to it, trying to ignore it, but it also wasn't working. And then me, as a sort of, your nerves get frayed, but I was like, it's not my place or problem. It's like, I recognised it was difficult for that family, rather than me going, well, this is really disturbing my day. But it also was really disturbing my day, but this child screaming. And I felt like going, just give her an iPad, for God's sake, anything. Just do anything at this point.
Yeah.
So, look, I mean, it's weird. I do think that if I ever did have kids, and we've talked about this before, but like, at what age do they get a phone? How do you drip feed?
Mine was 12 because they were at school.
Yeah.
And also you can get a
bullying
Find Me app and all that
bullying now, like cyberbullying, and what we said about who follows who on Instagram. I'm reading about like things getting like used as sort of weaponized as like going, right, well, I'm unfollowing you. Nobody follow. I'm going to tell everyone not to follow you.
There's all
and that kind of like hierarchy, social hierarchy, really affecting kids and stuff. Yeah. It's a minefield.
You can be befriended if you haven't got a lot of followers as well at school and all that sort of crap.
I know.
But all I'm trying to say...
And it's social currency is to go, look how many followers I've got, look how popular I am. And it's like, should it be? I don't know. It's a weird world out there.
It is. And the problem we've got is it's not my generation. I'm talking this, it's just a lot of the younger generation, and their generation was brought up on phones and mobile phones, and ours was brought up on board games and going for walks and drives.
Well, the internet in the 90s was a glimmer of an idea, and then iPhones came out, 2007?
The only phone, but the first time I had a phone, I was in Hollyoaks, and the first thing I bought was a phone, and I think all that had it was Snake, the game Snake. That was it. That was all it was. But all I'm saying is, it's just a pet peeve of mine, because I just feel sorry that kid is, as soon as you start that addiction process, it's only going to get worse. And it's up to you as a parent to try and guide the time. Listen, I'm not trying to tell them how to be parents. You do what you want to do. It's just, for me, when I see it, it gripes me. I saw a father and a son in a restaurant once, and you could see that it was obviously his time with his son. And I thought, oh, wow, how nice. And his dad was
playing
just
Call of
no.
Duty.
His dad was just on his phone scrolling.
Oh, yeah.
And the son sat there, and I just thought, this is your time, mate. And you're going to look back one day, and he's going to be grown up, because my kids, so you click your fingers, they're grown up. Don't miss it. Pay attention. Don't miss it, because it's an important time. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. Listen, it is what it is, but it just bothers me because being a parent is so important.
You're a good dad?
I try my best because I care. And I think everyone, and yes, we all make mistakes, but my kids are my world. They're everything. And yeah, I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm far from perfect, but
I saw a video.
It bothers me.
I saw a video of a guy.
Bad parenting bothers me.
This sort of philosopher, psychologist, whatever. And he was saying, even if you feel like your parents raised you really well, even if you did a great job, basically, the most that you can hope for as a parent to achieve in life is to try and improve a little bit, just to try and do things a little bit better than your parents did, even if they did really well, to try and do things a little bit better. But don't kid yourself that you're ever going to get it right.
No, of course. Yeah. But anyway, it was just a pet peeve because I saw it today.
Right.
There was something I wanted to mention to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to play a game before we finish this episode.
Oh,
so,
yeah, no, okay.
So
well, let me just one thing.
No, I want to hear what you've got to say, but we're going to finish with a game.
There's a couple of things, but first, how are you at getting up in the morning?
Terrible. Fucking terrible.
So do you have an alarm?
I have 7 alarms.
You do not.
I do.
Really?
When I'm working, no, not 7. I've probably got 4 alarms. When I'm working.
4 alarms?
When I'm working. So when I was doing Death in Paradise, I had to get up at 5:45 every day.
Wow.
And here's a funny thing. I think we've said this before, but when you have to get up at around about the 6 a.m. mark, when you set your alarm the night before, if you set your alarm for 6:01 or you set your alarm for 5:59, it's only in real life 2 minutes difference, but when you're setting your alarm, it feels like a whole world of difference. It's awful.
I do exactly the same.
So I had to get up at 5:45, and that was the latest I could get up. So I'd set an alarm for 5:15, 5:25, 5:35, 5:37, 5:39.
That's horrendous.
But I know I'll sleep through it. And I had to literally just break my sleep, shake myself out of sleep. I'm terrible for getting up in the morning.
I wake up before my alarm. It's like my mind knows.
Oh, but you're nuts.
Yeah, but then
you're just crackers though, aren't you?
Yeah, but then also once I set an alarm and I've got to be up. If it's early, I don't sleep. Because my body's going, yeah, but you've got to be up. And you go, guess what? If you go to sleep now, you got 5 hours.
Yeah.
If you get to sleep now, you got 4 hours. Yeah. It counts me down.
There's almost no point in going to sleep now, is there? Yeah. You might as well just see it
you're going to feel tomorrow because you've lacked sleep. Listen to me all night.
But you seem okay right now, so let's just see if we can grind through it.
Yeah, well, I had a thought about that, and I thought, before alarm clocks, how did people get up for work?
I don't know. That's a very good point. There's a cockerels. Well, here's another thing about Death in Paradise. You know the cockerels.
Listen to cockerels. Everyone had a pet cockerel.
You know how cockerels are supposed to? They crow at dawn when the sun rises. Oh, in Guadeloupe, they crow all fucking night long. You'd be like that.
You're joking.
There's like a cockerel walking past your window, going 2:37 a.m. and all is well. Like, fuck off.
There'd be some dead cockerels.
Oh, mate, they're awful.
There would be some. What's for dinner? Cockerel. Lots of it. And there'll be more tomorrow. Well, I found out. I Googled it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, this is one of the funniest. There used to be knocker-uppers.
Yeah, I've heard of these.
Yeah. In urban areas, people would hire knocker-uppers who would walk around the neighbourhoods tapping on windows and doors with a stick to wake people up at the desired time.
Yeah. Because watches were like not very common, and so.
But what if you had to be up a bit later? Say if most people got to be up at 7.
Fuck off!
I'd be like, you noisy bastard!
Yeah, shut up!
Wrong house, dickhead. I'm not up for another 2 hours. Now I'm awake.
There goes my lion.
Exactly. But who woke the knocker-upper up?
Alexa.
Dickhead. So that's the truth, though. So there was knocker-uppers. So I don't know who woke the knocker-upper up. But then there was animal calls. Farmers would rely on crowing, roosters.
Yeah.
People would wake with a natural light, so they'd have no curtains, so the light would wake them up.
That doesn't work for me.
Water clocks.
Oh.
So people would have water clocks. So it would drip. It would once it had, I suppose, fill up. That's when you go. But how do you know? You have it on your head or something. It drips on your face.
I don't know. Would it fill up after a certain amount of time, and then when it overflowed, would it like ring a bell or something?
I don't know. I took a picture of the stats, but I can't see the rest of that stat.
Let's have a look.
Google water clocks. We haven't got time. But anyway, Google water clock. But it just was a thought to think, Jesus, because I got up this morning, I was thinking, How do people get up?
Is this
before
how your
alarms?
brain works? You woke up this morning and you went, oh, I've had to wake up, and I woke up before my alarm. How did people get up before an alarm?
Exactly.
Yeah, what happened before clock? Why is the sky blue? Blue's a funny colour, isn't it? And it's a funny sounding
And
word.
the good thing
it rhymes
is-
with hue, and hue's a type of colour. Is this how your mind works?
It's exactly that.
Oh,
and,
God.
and the good thing
It's
is
awful.
I get to come and tell you a lot about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Welcome to my world.
I feel like not only am I really unlucky to have to listen to it, but we're inflicting it on an unsuspecting public.
Hey, I'm sure somebody out there has gone, yeah, it's true.
yeah,
How do people
well,
wake
that's
up
really
in the morning?
fascinating. Yeah.
Before we play this game, which I don't know what it is, but you've got planned, I wanted to ask a question about who inspired you growing up. Did you have an inspiration? Because I was talking to my missus the other night, and I was watching a programme with Billy Connolly on it, right? And I love Billy Connolly, and it's where he is now, because he's obviously got Parkinson's, and he's all grey, and his brain is still unbelievable, but you can see he's got a stillness in his eyes, but he remembers all the old stuff, his jokes, and it cuts back to all his old stand-ups and stuff like that, and he talks about life and stories and things, and I love it. I love Billy Connolly. And I remembered, I didn't understand how much he was an inspiration to me, and that was because I used to lie in bed, and Mum, if I went to bed early enough, would let me have my headphones on, and I had a little cassette, and it had Billy Connolly Bites Your Bum, it was called. And it was his
Bites your bum.
Yeah, it was his stand-up. And he used to, and because it was stories, I'd listen to it, and my mind would just fill with images of while he would tell his stories, and I used to love it. And I didn't realise how much that inspired me, and how much, what that sort of made me, what comedy I liked, how I see things now, and when I read scripts, I see images.
Inspired and influenced, I guess.
That influenced me as well, and
just in terms of your tastes, comedic tastes.
yes,
So,
and stories. I don't like jokes. I
was
like
about
stories.
to say, are you more of a you like an anecdotalist, like a storytelling kind of comic,
Yeah.
rather than somebody who's like a joke machine?
I like, and also you don't see him coming, and I think that's where my comedy preferences is stories and characters rather than jokes. You know what I mean? But him and I had Sylvester Stallone. The amount of films I watched of him and Rocky and all that sort of stuff, as you know, and Rambo and Cobra.
Have you seen the Stallone documentary?
Loved it, and it's strange. His upbringing was tough.
His upbringing was really tough. He's an incredible man, isn't he? He's like the Schwarzenegger documentary was really interesting too.
Yeah,
because
really interesting.
They're both of them just incredible. Like, I'm going to make this happen for myself. I don't care how many people tell me I can't.
Yeah.
And both of them share this thing. And Schwarzenegger, I happened to watch first, but it's like he had this idea. Schwarzenegger, he was like, he was growing up in some tiny town by in the foot of the mountains in Austria, no access to anything, and he was like, he saw some bodybuilding magazines, and he went, I'm going to be the best in the world at that, and then did it. Yeah. No, I don't have great equipment. I don't just did it. Just went, that's what I'm going to do, and then did it. Yeah. And then he did the same with acting, and then he did the same with politics.
And he was a millionaire before he was successful actor
because of his property
like
development.
Yeah,
and stuff.
so he was a
but
businessman.
Stallone as well. It was like everyone telling him your accents. They think you've got sort of a slightly slurry
He wrote
voice.
Rocky and got turned down. The script got turned down, and then he kept getting turned down for parts and stuff like that. Anyway, we don't want to go into the documentary because you can watch it yourself. But people like that inspired me without knowing I was being inspired, and to say, it sort of doesn't. There's a reason why I do what I do, and you don't understand how you're being molded, but you are molded by what you see, what you hear, what you watch, and I think the dreams that I had, I'm sort of achieving my dreams, was a part of the industry that I'm in. But what I like and what my dislikes are in the industry I'm in because of what I've seen and what I've heard. So, did you have anyone you listened to or watched?
I'm trying to think.
Was
of
anything that went, that's what I want to do?
I'm trying to think of like somebody, and I can't. And I'm trying to think why that is.
Was there a TV show? Was there a program you loved?
There was stuff that I loved and stuff that Look, the most I can remember of my heroes when I was younger, when I was really little, was like Superman and Indiana Jones and and all that. But these aren't like real. That's not really what you're talking about. You're talking about when you're a bit older and you're inspired by real life things.
Yeah.
But when you just said there, your head filled with these thoughts and whatever, and
I love stories and imagery.
It made me have a thought, which I don't know if it's like just. Let me say what I'm thinking. And I don't know how you feel about it, but part of me wonders if it's quite sad, and part of me wonders if it's just, no, it's okay. You made me really, when you said that, I was like, you're a real dreamer.
I am.
And it's something you've talked about a lot. You're a real dreamer. You kind of visualize things and go, that's a dream. What a wonderful thing. What a better life, a better life, or a more interesting life, or a vibrant life.
I used to escape.
I
used to escape in my own head, yeah.
I don't have that. I'm not a dreamer at all.
Wow.
And actually, I'm much more of a cynic.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to pick my words because depending on which words I use, it sounds like much more realistic and grounded or a bit sad.
Yeah.
And I don't quite know what the answer is as I sit here and say this to you. I don't quite know where I start. And I think it's possibly a little bit of both. Because when you were saying that, I was like, what a gift to just be able to just escape in your own head and dream.
Yeah.
But which is really funny considering I've like literally written TV shows and blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
I have no imagination.
Wow.
I don't have imagination. I never had an imaginary friend growing up.
Wow.
I can't conjure worlds in the set. Like, even like when I'm reading books, I can sort of have like a half idea of something, but I don't picture vivid imagery and stuff. I have no imagination. It's very weird.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just one of them things. I think,
Which is mad considering what I do for a living.
Exactly, and you need to have an imagination to make someone else believe what you're doing as a performer.
Yeah.
You need to believe it yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
I do.
which is nice for you because no one else does.
Yeah, thank you. No, I have a very vivid imagination, and listening to the Bradshaws. You ever remember the Bradshaws? It was a radio play, and it was about set in probably the 40s or 50s, and it was a northern thing. And I even let my kids listen to that before bed when they were growing up because I remember how magic I found it, and they loved it. So. Yeah, I don't know.
I could be in the listen. I could watch movies. I loved Superman and Star Wars and Luke
you
Skywalker.
Love all that. You like sci-fi stuff.
Sci-fi, but like
Marvel stuff.
It was Christopher Reeve's Superman from 1977. I was born in 80. I remember as a kid I used to watch. All right, well, so quick story. I found the other day I was going through some old stuff and I found my sippy cup from when I was like a little boy, like a 3-year-old boy or whatever. Yeah. And somebody said to me, "Oh, what did you used to have in that juice?" I was like, "No, coffee."
Did you?
Yeah, or tea.
And I used to have tea.
I used to have tea in my sippy cup.
Yeah, I used to have tea.
And
I used to have tea in my bottle.
Yeah, exactly. And when I was really, really little, and that when I was good at waking up in the morning, I'd wake up and I didn't realise because you'd wake up and it was the summer and it was bright outside. Yeah. So you think, it's daytime, and it was like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'd walk in and my mum would be like, "Go away," right? But what they did, my mum and dad, was they would have a teas made. They'd get up, they'd make me a tea in a sippy cup, leave it in the lounge, and then they'd go back to bed, and they'd pre-set on the VHS. So I used to get up, walk into the lounge, pick up my little sippy cup, press the VHS, and I would watch basically over and over again on loop Superman, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Robinson Crusoe, I seem to think. And that was my little routine in the morning. Yeah. So I could totally be in those worlds, but I never had the ability to conjure my own world. No imagination at all.
Well,
so weird.
Well, we're all different, but I think we all have. We all grow up with things that inspire us, but we don't know we're being inspired by. You know what I mean? It's part of your psyche that you don't know.
It did the most in a very generic way. I always wanted to. I mean, everyone kind of wants to be the hero of their own story. Everyone is their own hero of their own movie of their life inside their head, right? But I really just wanted to be. I think I loved Superman and Indiana Jones and these guys so much that I think I almost wanted something bad to happen so that I could save the day. Well, that's the most imagination I had.
We used to tell our kids when they were growing up that we were superheroes, but they couldn't tell anyone. The kids didn't know whether to believe us or not. We said, well, obviously we've got, but we can't show it.
Just gaslit.
Yeah, we just gaslit. Just lied, basically. You lie to your kids a lot when you're
yeah.
My mum, I told you this story before. Listen, we're going to move on because we've got a game to play. But parents could be evil just to stop you from going somewhere. Mum, I told you this story ages ago on the pod, and I don't know if people remember where my mum used to frighten me with Icky the eyeball scratcher.
Oh yeah.
So, don't go out there now. Icky the eyeball scratcher will get you. Icky the bleeding eyeball scratcher.
Okay,
so if it was dark and I'd go, "Mom, I'm going to go outside. My mates are outside." Well, you can, but Icky the eyeball scratcher's out there. I think I'll stay in here.
And did you picture Icky the eyeball scratcher?
Well, listen, it does a lot of heavy lifting, the name of it, doesn't it? It tells you exactly what it says on the tin.
It does, but
Icky will scratch your eyeballs out.
You're a dreamer. You have a very vivid imagination.
I do.
Did you really picture what he looked like?
Yeah, one big long finger with a big nail on the end. Yeah, and he just walk up and scratch your eyeball.
Well, that was, but just really slowly.
Well,
hello.
Hello, I'm Icky. Icky, where's your eyeball?
And you're like, go away.
Icky, fuck off. I'm trying to play football. Still there now. Anyway, listen, you've got a game you want to play.
Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Right. It's a very easy game, this.
Have you literally got a game?
It's called Soap and Lolly.
You can fuck off. I'm not eating soap.
You don't have to eat soap.
Have I got to lick it?
You don't have to lick it, no.
Where have you got this soap and lolly from?
What?
You've got that look on your face, a knowing look. There's something going in my mouth here.
I brought it in.
I know nothing about this, by the way,
This
everyone.
is a Coca-Cola flavour lolly. I hope you enjoy that.
Old school,
It is
classic.
a cola flavour lolly.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you open this. Open this lolly. Now,
Yeah.
here's the game. It's dead simple.
Right. Is the game opening the fucking lolly? Because have you glued it down?
And it's going to take 27...
I'll have to get my new Nashes on it.
Right.
Go on.
Oh, those new Nashes, they're too white. I hate them.
They're not too light, they're all.
Right.
I've got a bit of plastic in my clacker.
If you can get through... if you can get through this, if you can get 10 right on the bounce, and you can do that 3 times, I'll give you a tenner.
Do what?
I'm going to explain the rules. You have to get 10 right, and you have to do that for 3 rounds.
How are kids supposed to get into these bleeding lollies?
Maybe they can't.
That's the whole point. Is
it child lock that you can't get through?
It's child lock, this.
Mom, help me! I get this open.
Is this for diabetes? I can't actually get to the leading suite. Right, I've done it. I'm in.
Don't break those Nashes. Right.
Right, I'm in.
Don't eat it yet.
Right, got my lolly.
So yeah.
You're not going to rub that on the soap. Fuck you. What are you going to do with it?
Pass it over. You're going to hold soap in one hand
Fuck.
and a lolly in the other hand. Right?
Yeah.
And you can pick which hand.
Right.
And I'm going to say, in any order I want, I'm going to say lolly, in which case you lick the lolly, or soap, in which case you sniff the soap.
Okay, good.
Right?
Give it here.
And you've got to try and get 10 right on the bounce. You ready?
Right. That fucking stink.
Sniff the soap, lick the lolly.
Mate, I've got to prepare myself. Sniff the right, lick the left. So I said to the wife.
What about Michelle going, don't bring me into your podcast?
I couldn't help it.
You can't blame that one on me.
Sniff the right, lick the left. Right. That was for myself because I've got soap in my right hand, a lolly in my left.
Which of her rights are you sniffing anyway? Just like, she's like, is that it? Right. Are you ready?
Right,
So.
right, go on.
Lolly.
What you dick?
Lolly. Soap. Lolly. Lolly. Soap. Lolly. 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 Soap.
Oh! I nearly licked the bastard. I sniff it.
Right, okay. This is just a practice round, right?
Yeah, go.
Soap. Soap. Lolly. Soap. Lolly. That was wrong.
Oh,
Start
fuck.
again.
Shit.
There you go. See, you got to get tenner.
How many do I get?
You get 10. You have to do 10 right. I'm counting them as I go along.
Right.
If you get one, that's round 1. You have to get it 3 times. I'll give you a 10.
Jesus Christ.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. It's a lot for a tenner, this. My brain's all over the gaff. It's fighting itself.
You look nervous. You're shaking.
Yeah, the monkey that's playing cymbals has actually put the cymbals down to concentrate here.
It's like...
He's like,
the right
I need
symbol.
to sniff the right cymbal, lick the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
Go.
Soap.
Oi! I nearly licked it straight away. Sniffing it.
Okay. Soap. Lolly. 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 Soap. 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 Lolly. 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 Soap. 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 Lolly. Lolly. Lolly.
Fuck! Shit! Twat! It's crap, this game. It's shit. Pissing Nora.
You're rubbish at it.
Right, give me one go and that's
Okay.
it. Last go.
All right.
Because he's...
We'll try and go quicker. Right, you ready?
Go.
Lolly. Lolly. Soap. 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 Soap.
Lock it! Bastard! I licked it! Fucking lick soap. Shit, that game. There you go. Play that with your kids instead of giving them an iPad. Bastard. dirty gets.
Oh, that's played out exactly as I hoped it would.
Everything now is going to taste like soap. Everything I have is going to taste like soap for the rest of the day. Fuck that off.
That's
Right.
just great. That's made my
And that's
day.
it now. You've ruined my dinner. I can't have no food. It'll just everything tastes like soap.
Are you sure it wasn't coriander?
Oh, God.
Throwback to it, Swift out. Oh, my God, that was brilliant.
Brilliant. Yeah, great. Yeah, cheers.
Oh, dear. Right, let's get you electrocuted and we'll do the whole thing.
No more. Right, that's the end. I can't do no more. I need to
Should we
go and wash my mouth
have
out.
some of the, you got some beer here?
They're great. Yeah, that'll taste like soap and all. Everything tastes like soap. That's the problem with soap.
Right, well, there you go. There's a good idea for you. Instead of giving your kids an iPad, there's a good idea for how to entertain them for a day.
Volume fucking soap.
Thanks for playing the game. Well, unfortunately, you didn't win a tenner.
Oh, great. Yeah.
But
I've ruined my dinner for the rest of the evening.
but it was really good fun to play. And thanks
right
for
in the
being
back of the clacker.
such a good sport.
I'm swallowing it as well now. I can taste it all the way down to the back of the clacker.
That's what you said to the wife as well.
Yeah. Can you taste that, love, down the back of the clacker? Right, I'm going to be fit. I'm going to have no home to go to with this.
You're in all sorts of trouble. All right, see you for the next one.